Since Jim Carrey appeared at the 51st SAR Awards, his presence has sparked a storm of reactions from other celebrities, with opinions split in very different directions. Some believe his noticeably changed appearance is linked to plastic surgery and have even joked about how he looks, while others have shown support and said they feel bad about the criticism he's facing. After watching clips of him delivering his speech on stage and speaking with reporters, it's clear that he has a new look, and that shift has led to all kinds of unusual theories online, including wild claims that he might somehow be a clone. Even so, beyond the rumors and speculation, certain actors have spoken out more seriously, with Mel Gibson reportedly sharing a surprisingly strong reaction to what Jim Carrey said and the situation surrounding him. If you're new here and enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe for future updates, and thank you so much for your kind and thoughtful support. It truly means a lot. Right now, one thing is clear. People everywhere are stunned by Jim Carrey's new appearance. Whether someone is a longtime fan or just casually knows his work, almost everyone recognizes him, which is why the reaction has been so strong. Many who watched the footage from the French ceremony, where he delivered a speech on stage and spoke with reporters, had an immediate response to how different he looked. At the same time, Mel Gibson is known for calling out what he sees as Hollywood's double standards and hidden flaws, so it caught attention when he shared a few striking thoughts about the Jim Carrey situation. After the clip of Carrey at the 51st SAR Awards spread quickly online, Gibson's reaction became an important part of the conversation, adding another layer to the growing buzz surrounding Carrey's viral appearance at the French event. Mel Gibson recently shared his thoughts, saying that he did watch the Jim Carrey video, if that's what people were asking about, and his first reaction was simple. Why? Why would someone famous or anyone in that position feel the need to change themselves in such a drastic way? He explained that small adjustments like a hair transplant or minor procedures are one thing, but he questioned what might have happened to Jim Carrey's face. In his view, Hollywood needs to slow down this growing trend. He also suggested that studio executives and producers should be held responsible if actors feel pressured to alter their appearance just to protect their careers or land new roles in movies or television. According to Gibson, something clearly seemed different about Jim, and while many signs point toward plastic surgery, it could be something else entirely. No one can say for sure. Still, if cosmetic procedures are at the root of it, Gibson believes the bigger problem is the culture in Hollywood, where celebrities sometimes encourage each other to change their looks, or producers hint that doing so could help secure future opportunities. When you're dealing with people's bodies, identities, and entire lives, pushing them toward cosmetic changes can feel harmful and manipulative. The sad reality is that if someone goes too far with plastic surgery or other appearance adjustments, especially after being encouraged by producers or fellow actors, it could actually put their career at risk instead of protecting it. There's one more important point to consider. Mel Gibson strongly believes that many actors face pressure from Hollywood executives and producers to undergo certain facial procedures just to keep their roles or win new ones. If that pressure is what caused the noticeable changes people are seeing in Jim Carrey on camera, then it shines a light on deeper issues within the industry. According to Gibson, Hollywood has several serious problems to work through, and one of the biggest is that many stars are overly focused on staying young, worried about aging, and fearful of losing their place as time moves forward. In my view, most viewers would rather watch an actor grow older naturally and gracefully. When Jim Carrey stepped up to the camera at that award ceremony, I was honestly stunned. My first thought was, that doesn't look like the same person. Of course, he is the same individual, but something seemed different. Some people even ask whether I think he was replaced by a clone, which is such a wild idea that it almost makes me laugh. It's far more likely that Jim chose some kind of cosmetic change, or perhaps there's a private matter we simply don't know about. It's painful to see performers feel like they must push themselves to extremes just to gain or keep a role in this business. As Mel Gibson has pointed out, there could be other explanations. Rumors have been swirling, from talk of an accident to heavy makeup hiding something, but most signs seem to point toward plastic surgery, swelling after a procedure, or simply the effects of time. Everyone ages, especially those constantly in front of cameras, yet the shift appeared sudden compared to footage from just a couple of weeks earlier. That sharp change is what has unsettled many actors and public figures. Gibson believes this situation reveals deeper issues in the film world, where some producers, executives, and even fellow celebrities pressure others to alter their looks. According to him, that kind of influence is not only unfair but deeply wrong. He went on to add something else, explaining that what he appreciated about Jimmy Kimmel was how on Jimmy Kimmel Live, he wasn't afraid to poke fun at Hollywood's powerful insiders. According to Mel, many celebrities didn't take that lightly, and it seemed like Jim's jokes struck a sensitive spot. Now, the irony is hard to miss. Some of the same stars who were upset about Jim appearing on Jimmy Kimmel Live and teasing Hollywood's elite are also the ones mocking his current appearance. During that interview, Jim made bold, playful remarks that clearly called people out, and not everyone found it amusing. Mel Gibson has long been one of the few actors willing to speak about Hollywood from different angles, whether that means separating politics from entertainment or pointing out how common dramatic cosmetic changes have become. He argues that producers and executives often place intense pressure on actors to adjust their looks in order to secure roles, even though those choices can sometimes backfire and harm a career instead. That's why he views the situation as troubling. Right now, the conversation around Jim Carrey is growing louder, with many people asking the same question: what exactly is going on with his face? A plastic surgery, perhaps? Was there some connection to an automobile accident? Or is it possible that unusual camera angles and lighting are making Jim Carrey look different? Honestly, no one can say for certain, but after seeing multiple videos from the 51st SAR Awards ceremony, including his speech on stage and interviews with reporters, it's hard not to notice that something about his appearance has changed. Many observers believe some form of cosmetic procedure, whether minor or more extensive, may have been involved. And if that is true, it could also explain why there seems to be facial swelling, edema that is partially concealed with makeup. That alone could account for why Jim looks so different on camera. Of course, there are countless rumors, some humorous like the clone theory, but the most plausible explanations are cosmetic procedures, the effects of aging, or possibly other factors we aren't aware of. This conversation isn't just about looks, though. It opens a much larger discussion about the pressures actors face in Hollywood. Mel Gibson, for example, has been outspoken about this for years. He recently commented on Jim Carrey's situation, highlighting a disturbing trend in the entertainment industry. Producers and executives often push actors to make changes to their faces or bodies, whether through surgery or other cosmetic interventions, in order to secure or maintain roles. These pressures can be subtle, like hints that a certain look will improve career prospects, or more direct, like outright demands. Gibson emphasized that this is harmful, manipulative, and unfair, especially when actors are persuaded to make permanent changes simply to please Hollywood elites. And while minor procedures such as a hair transplant might be understandable, drastic changes, like what seems to have happened to Jim Carrey, raise serious questions about the culture of the industry. The situation is further complicated by Jim Carrey's history of speaking out. His appearance on Jimmy Kimmel Live, where he made bold jokes about Hollywood elites, irritated some celebrities while entertaining others. Mel Gibson pointed out that many in the industry didn't appreciate Jim's humor, which may have touched a nerve. Interestingly, some of the same celebrities who were upset about his comments on Jimmy Kimmel Live are now among those commenting on his changed appearance. That overlap highlights a pattern. Actors who criticize or mock Hollywood can quickly become targets themselves, whether for their words, their choices, or their looks. It also demonstrates that the conversation surrounding Jim Carrey isn't just about his face, it's about Hollywood's broader culture and the pressures placed on actors to conform.